Hi, I'm Gavin. This is my show Gavatar Creates. I'm going to be doing a suit tutorial on a black Spider-Man suit. I'm going to be using this in a future fan film with the suit I made in my most previous video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Here are my lenses. They're crafted with some craft foam and then some recycled plastic, and then I also have perforated vinyl. This is something I don't see commonly used in cosplay, but I know it's on a lot of Amazon bought homecoming masks. And then I have my water shoes that I used in my previous video. It's going to be the same process. And then I got some simple 4-way stretch black fabric. This is the same texture as the blue fabric in my last video. And I'm going to be using the same iron-on vinyl that I used in my previous video. I'm going to be doing this for the whole front and back of this suit. And then I'm going to do the patches that go on the gloves. Here I'm cutting out the pattern for my template, then I'm going to transfer that over to the iron-on vinyl. Once that's cut out, I'm going to use tape to hold the legs in place as I iron it onto the shirt. And then once that piece is fully ironed down, I can add the bottom piece. And I'll do this process again for the back of the shirt. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the other shirt, which it's the same process. The other one is going to be the front. That piece that I just made is going to be the back. Here's the first piece that I did, and now here's the second one. And now I'm just going to start cutting out the rest of the pieces of the pattern, and then once I have them all cut out, I can start sewing it all together. So just one's going to be a little off. I can live with that. If I need to, I could also take some of the iron-on vinyl and go over this. Here we go. Let's look at that out. There we go. Looks pretty good. All right, so I finally finished one sleeve. I'm gonna test it. Let's see if this is a good fit. Oh, it's perfect. Now I'm sewing the other sleeve, and then once I have them both done, I can sew them onto the shirt. All right, got the sleeves on. It's looking much more clean. Bang. Here I'm cutting out the pattern for the mask. It's the same one I used in my last video. I don't have to do any of the webbing, just gotta cut it out and then sew it together. Okay, I glued the lenses onto the mask with some hot glue, cutting out the extra fabric so I can see. And here's the mask put on. It looks pretty good. I like how it turned out. It's nice and smooth. And it looks pretty good compared to the other masks that I made. They're pretty similar. Now I'm gonna go start and work on the gloves. Here I'm just finishing up the gloves. I'm taking a little bit of chalk and drawing right up against the template so that way I know exactly where I need to sew. And once I have that done, I can start pinning the fingers together because I don't want those to move around at all. And here I'm also going to cut out the little patches that go onto the hands, just doing a little paper pattern. Then I can cut them out. And then once the gloves are sewn, I can iron them onto the gloves. Now I'm sewing the gloves. Using the chalk line, I can see exactly where I need to sew, and then once those are done, I can iron on the little patches. Doing a little test of the gloves, have to cut off any of the excess fabric. Now that the gloves are done, I can use the iron and put the little patches onto the gloves. Now the last pieces I have to do are the boots and the pants, and then I'm going to show you how I add the Velcro to connect all 7 pieces of the suit. Alright, gluing the boots now. So now I have the suit on. All I gotta do now is just make sure the Velcro stays down. I did want the suit to be a bit of a surprise, but I'm going to show you the Velcro process. I add one small strip on the front, a big strip on the back, and then I add two little smaller strips on the sides to hold down the waist. And then I just leave the suit on for a little bit, holding down the Velcro, making sure it stays in place, has a good secure. And then I do the same thing for the boots, just two pieces on the sides. And once the Velcro is nice and secure, the suit should be done. Here's a little photo montage of the completed suit. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really happy with how the suit turned out. In my next video, I'll be doing a little bit of a free running video with both of the suits. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.